polar bears can swim 60 miles without stopping?
They get me.
Fun fact of the day.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact of the day too. Don't eat a polar bear's liver, you'll die.
Why would somebody want to?
Never knew that though.
No, it has an excessive amount of, I forgot which vitamin, but it causes you to die.
Like mercury?
Yep, and I just learned that Arizona, daylight saving time, daylight
They don't have
saving-
it.
Nope.
Yeah. That's why we was
So that
out
means
there
my facts are
winded.
real if you agree.
We was out there super jet lag.
I just want to know, like, who killing polar bears, like, to eat their
lot of
liver?
people.
Well,
Like,
actually, due to global warming, that's actually a big factor in itself as to why they're becoming extinct as what they do.
and my brother's just eating everything else on the polar bear, like, hey, bro, but you can't eat that liver.
Yeah, don't.
That liver
I
will kill
mean,
you.
they
That
actually have
heart
like different
good as hell.
kinds
The
of
heart,
foods.
try the heart out.
Yeah.
You had the heart before?
I had
With that
the
liver?
You ain't never had no polar bear
You gotta put
heart.
some of that dash seasoning.
Where you eat polar bear heart at?
Nigga,
You
you
don't go to
gotta,
gym.
all you gotta do is put hot sauce
Shut
on
up!
Bro,
Just stop.
You did not get that from
it. Put a little hot
Jam.
sauce on it, nigga.
I'm not, you know
Put some
what?
hot sauce on my burrito, bitch.
Put your hot sauce on my polo heart, baby.
I'm done, bro. I'm done, bro. Welcome everybody to the After Party Podcast, whether it's the Facebook or the IG. We took a break last week. Ty Lue had a couple blind Black Planet dates. But we back now. How did the Black Planet dates go?
Hey,
some Black
they went just fine, you know what I'm saying?
Like female dates?
Yeah, blind dates on Black
I'm
Planet.
so proud of you.
Black Planet, you know, I went hard too. Like it was something official, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was butt naked, crackheads everywhere.
Okay, come on, man. Too much.
How mom?
Too much.
My mom's watching me.
Yeah, Don Shay didn't say that, man. That's my boy Ty Lue. Well, introduce yourself while you talk about
I'm Ty Lue. You can follow me at Ty Lue. That's TIELOOT on everything.
All right, no, before we get to the next young lady, I want to introduce her. We got a guest host this week. Kashara's still on unpaid, make sure that's clear, unpaid maternity leave.
Aw.
So we got a special guest host here today. Now introduce yourself. Who are
Hi
you?
guys, I'm Nina. You can follow me at LA_Rican23.
Hey, she got a
Loud
special when she
Rican
said
23. You feel me?
That shit like what just got me crunk.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't even say height no more. I say crunk. I'm bringing that back.
Slight work.
You gonna bring
That
that back?
motherfuckers about to get crunk.
We in this beat.
We in this beat. Motherfuckers about to get crunk.
And then our special guest today is a self-made entrepreneur. I don't even know if I would call you a motivational speaker, but I feel like you are.
In a way.
In a way.
You're obviously self-motivated for doing your own business, doing your own money, your own income.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of stuff, all that plays a part.
Yeah, we could go on for days, man. What we about to say?
I'm saying, and he got it all tatted on him, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
read my scripture type shit.
Brand ambassador.
Yeah.
We got Don Shay here. How you doing, Don Shay?
I'm pretty good, man. Pretty good. Excited to be on the show. I actually wanted to be on this show not too long ago, but finally got things in the work thanks to my buddy Mark. Finally get to kick it with y'all.
Yeah.
And after party.
Yeah.
Well, cool. We here now. Well, thank you to Mark. Everybody, take a drink for Mark. Take a drink for Mark. Man.
Mom, this is apple
My
juice.
bad, bro. I can't. I'm
Your
already.
boy is still
Cleansing,
innocent. That's
diet,
Still
Fuck,
listen.
I got you.
H2O.
All right. So I don't know if you ever watch it, but we always start off with who is the guest. So who is Don Shay?
Don Shay is a retired, soon to be stay-at-home father, stay-at-home husband. Newlywed, got married May 6, 2016.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Big congrats.
Appreciate it. You should have seen how I proposed. I proposed in front
I
of 22,000 people at Disney World.
That damn
And the
near went
company-
viral.
And then the company shut Epcot down for us, so we had a blast out there, and we went on like 7 honeymoons. Because I travel a whole lot, you know, with my
Can
business
you
and things like
imagine?
that. So
As a woman, my husband, or soon-to-be husband, take me on 7 honeymoons.
Yeah,
we
like,
ain't done yet.
Yeah.
No, because you don't have all these plans in your head, like, well, I want to go here. No, but I want to go here. And then you just have this, you can pick this picture of what you want.
And you can do them all.
Well, you can
Yeah,
just
you
do
making
them
it hard
all.
for us,
Look at
I feel
that.
like.
Nah.
don't be saying shit like that while we got some people.
My bad.
You making it hard.
My bad, G.
Motherfucker getting
Way to
warm where
set the
I'm
bar.
So what made you do that? I was gonna ask you about that. Like, we was talking about it before the camera started rolling, and they asked you about like how being a newlywed is, and you said it was amazing.
Oh man, it's a blessing. Just to have that person that God put on this earth for me. You know, that's me finding her at 24. I haven't known my wife for 2 years. I haven't known him for 2 years. It was just one of those things when I just knew, like I just knew. From the time I let her up in my apartment and I made that lasagna for her. From me, like...
From scratch?
7 honeymoons and a cut?
But
Scratch.
I want to know how did you know? Like, how did you know? Like, how did you? What
Was
did
it a
the feeling
Facebook
feel like?
I
What
won't
was
say.
that?
I won't say it was love at first sight. I mean, cause I don't. You know, you get
I feel like
infatuated
it
with a
was.
lot of girls. I mean, it might have been though, but we just vibe. Like our vibrations were so. It was like the connection was crazy. Like I ain't never had that before in my whole entire life. So I was like, I'm gonna take this and run with it.
Right.
You know, and
You did that.
and I did.
You put a ring and a cap on that.
Yeah, and the baby for insurance too.
Yeah, hey.
You
ain't going nowhere now.
You ain't
Hey,
going nowhere.
that's the new
She's
thing.
stupid.
I think I seen it. It said "Trap These Girls" 2017.
Who said that?
Especially if
That's
they
a new
bad.
thing.
My wife is bad, bro. She's Asian,
Yeah.
white, and black, and Filipino.
Flavors.
My wife is amazing, bro.
Yeah.
So it was.
Flavor.
I mean, and what is it?
That sounds like
February.
food
So if you put it
I'm
in work
hungry.
now,
That sound like hella different.
That's hella
food.
seasoning.
Like,
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
Thanksgiving's like.
Chinese, Mexican.
Oh, it's so sad.
He said all that hibachi.
So what was your
She got
upbringing
all
like?
of that.
Like we know that you're self-motivated and that you have a path to a journey to going to being financially free.
Right.
How did you get on that? Like what was your upbringing like?
Well, it started off just me and my mom, and then my younger brother Miles, and then we met my stepdad, and my stepdad played a tremendous role in my life. You know, he helped make me a little bit of who I am today, because my dad wasn't really in my life. You know, he was there, but you know, I ain't learned how to tie a tie till I was like 21. You know, just like little stuff like that I
You're gonna
needed a
make that
dad
impact,
for.
you're saying.
Exactly, but my stepdad stepped up to the plate, and he did. But my mom always taught us to have our own money, because they had money growing up, but their thing was we got money, y'all broke, you know. And there's 7 of us, so we had to
That's
get it how to
dope. I
live.
like that. I
Yeah.
want to teach my kids that y'all broke. Like y'all
Yeah.
starting from
And
scratch.
there's 7
So-
of you guys?
Yeah, 6 boys and a girl.
Ooh, I feel bad for
Yeah, the girl
her.
came
God
at the
bless
end.
her. She be doing
Yeah. But my mom, she always taught us to get our own money. So I've been shoveling snow and raking leaves since I can hold a leaf. Since I can hold a rake, you know, hold a shovel. And then
that boy was
So-
shoveling leaves with his hands.
Man.
growing up, learning to make your own money. What exactly is your definition of financial freedom?
Financial freedom is not just monetary. It involves time, because you can have all the money in the world and be time broke and not have no time to spend your money. But it's one thing when you got your money banked for and your time banked for. That's, to me, is financial freedom. You know, I like to throw the aspect of time in there, because to me, time is more important than money. You know, I mean, money is important. Like, people say money and everything, don't have a lot of it. You know, money, it's not the main thing, but it's up there with like oxygen.
True,
To
but
me,
money
like
comes,
water.
money goes, they
Well,
say.
It does. Time doesn't, though.
Oxygen and all that.
All of that,
I
because you
mean-
can't get time back. That's the only thing you can't get back.
Yeah, I was
is
about to
your
say,
time.
I'd rather have wasted money over wasted
Exactly.
time.
Yeah,
any day.
Exactly.
Are you one of those people like are you a saver or are you just like I spend it because I'm gonna get it back?
I mean, I can be frugal. You know, I'm smart with my spending. Like, one of my mentors is Chad Ochocinco. You know, he don't spend a dime, bro. He dollar man you shawty, like tight. Like,
You
I
like
was
Chris Rock daddy. Everybody hates
just
Chris.
like that. That's one of my mentors too.
I be
for real.
trying to be like that. Like I could be like that Sunday through Wednesday, and then
Friday
as
is
soon as
all
I
out
mess
the
up on
window.
Thursday, well, I messed up. So
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, but it's all planned out, because I spend money to force myself to make it back. Like, I buy my woman some shoes, you know, it don't matter how much it is, but I force myself to go back out in the field and put some work in to make it back. So it's like I kind of like got it for free, because I worked my butt off, you know, to get what it is I wanted and take care of that, and now
So,
just make it back.
what organization are you in? What is it called?
It's Dream Trips, you know. I market a vacation club.
Okay.
You know, with my history on that, I've been on 52 vacations in the last 4 years.
It's a direct selling, traveling, is that what?
Correct, direct sales, yeah. We actually top 100 in direct sales. We're A+ in the Better Business Bureau, Inc. 5000, actually top 1,000 companies.
talk that talk.
And the Inc. 5000, yeah, it's a highly credible company. You know, we just did over $1 billion in revenue.
How did you get started with it? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll go next. It's cool.
Ooh,
What?
you fancy.
He felt some type of way.
My buddy, my best friend in 7th grade, Jeremiah Goins, he actually was the one that He actually was the one that showed me.
Yeah.
He actually was the one that showed me World Ventures, and
didn't even know.
I didn't know anything about direct sale. This is my first time doing, network marketing, but I trusted Jeremiah. I didn't know anything about it, but trusted Jeremiah, and fast forward to today, 4 years later, life is extremely different. I thank God every day that I responded to Jeremiah's Facebook message.
Cause like a mass message, or it was directly to you?
He said he texted me. He wrote me and he said, "Bro," and I was in college. I hadn't seen Jeremiah in like 2 years. We were still cool, and I didn't respond. But he wrote me again and said, "Bro, what's good? I know you see my message." So I'm like, "All right, let me see."
That sounds
Yeah. So let me see what's up, man. Let me see what's up. I went and I checked out the presentation, and I actually came in late. I came in at the very end where they was talking about this car bonus, this BMW bonus, and I knew it was better than what I was driving. So I was like, I'm in. I don't know what's going on, but I trust you. So I'm in. Fast forward today, I got the Beamer outside right now. I'm humble. I thank God for that. But it's just my persistency, or Jeremiah's persistency, actually paid off. It brought us a whole lot of money. And a whole lot of vacations in between. So
how do I be a part of this? Like, how do I be a part of Dream Trips? I'm trying to get me a BMW. How do I do this?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a process. It's nothing that happens overnight. You gotta have a work ethic. You gotta have a mindset behind. You gotta be able to detach your feelings, from this business. But
why do you say that? Why do you say you gotta be able to detach your feelings?
Because people are gonna say no to you. People are gonna be ignorant towards the fact. And ignorance it's nothing negative. It just means you don't know.
Knowledgeable enough.
You don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
People depend so much on Google to be their source of their source of information.
I feel like you're talking about me right now.
Oh no.
Because I fuck with Google heavy.
Well, Google is amazing. Google is good, but it ain't what it's made up to be. Because I can put an article on Google, and people just have to take my word for it because I put it on Google.
Right.
But to get involved, you have to know someone, and it's word of mouth. It's not what you know, it's who you know. That's with anything in life. So.
But can I add to that? It's not necessarily who you know, but it's who knows you. Because
Right.
I can say I know this guy, I know that guy, I know him, and they're all big names. But when it comes down to it, if they don't really fuck with you heavy, excuse my language, then it's irrelevant. That contact, it's irrelevant.
Exactly.
So, just to put a little food for thought.
I agree with that. But yeah, you have to know someone, and just have a relationship with someone. There's people who I don't even show this idea to, because I know mentally they not thinking what I'm thinking, or they're trying to go where I go. Like my dreams are huge to the point where I feel like nervous telling somebody who's not on the same page with me. Like I got goals to make $1 million a month. Like goals like that.
This is off of Dream Trips. Like Dream Trips gonna get you.
So you have to meet a quota.
Okay.
No, you don't. It's strictly based off of what you do. So if you don't put any work, you won't see any income. So there's no guarantees regarding what it is we do. So
a lot of
there's no guarantee regarding income.
I feel like a lot of people step into doing the business that you're doing and just have it on their mind that they ain't gotta work. Like like it ain't no grind to what you do for real. Like It's like just easy for real. Or like
I just started making like good money. Like I've been in this for 4 years.
Yeah,
I've been in for 4 years, yeah. But I mean, to each his own. Like I didn't have any credibility. I was a class clown. If you know anything about Wynn Woods, I was a class clown of Wynn Woods.
I don't, but I just know.
But I didn't have any credibility behind me, so it was a little struggle for me. Cause people like say, you a businessman now? I mean, like, yeah, I'm trying to be,
It's called growing up.
Yeah, but this is definitely a grind. This is hard work. And what's even more difficult about it is I don't have anybody to control how hard I work.
Right.
If I don't work hard, that's just on me. Like at a job, if you ain't working hard, your boss gonna tell you what's up.
Is that something that you go through? Like, is that difficult for you? Like like you being your own boss, or sometimes like you start slacking, then you check shit out, and you gotta.
Because aren't you guys all connected, right? You guys are all connected. So if you're not doing your job, it affects your superior.
No, it's all individually based. No, it's cool. It's cool.
She's talking about some change.
It's individually based. So you control your income,
Okay.
and you can do better than someone that's been in longer than you. You can do worse than someone that's been in for a short amount of time than you. It's based off of your work, your hard work.
So your income is based on how many people you get on board with Dream Trips?
Well,
or-
it's based off of the efforts of a team, and of course my personal efforts. Like me, I go the hardest regardless of what my team does. I'm gonna go hard because my team ain't paying my bills. My team ain't got to take care of my daughter. I do. So I don't ever rely on anybody to. And I had to break that down to y'all, you know, as far as how we get paid and what it is we do, maybe on a later day, right after this. But I control my money. Mm-hmm. Nobody else controls, you know, what I do. I mean, it helps when everybody's on the same page, but
right,
you know, as far as what
I think it's
do
more so what exactly is it that you do that's generating this income.
Which I don't want to get in trouble with.
Okay.
So
JK.
we can't get into a whole bunch of details.
He said y'all finished or y'all done.
when I would love to discuss that. You know what's wrong.
So your wife doing this with you too? Like she all involved too?
Yeah, and that's one thing I knew. My wife got involved on spot when I showed her. So I'm like, oh yeah, you it.
It was no questions about it. She just hopped in, got on board.
She trusted me. Trusted me. She trusted that I knew where I was going, and she wasn't my wife.
You know what's the opposite of trust?
What?
Fear.
Fear kills a whole lot of dreams. Fear is like it's a whole bunch of.
That was deep, brother.
It's a whole bunch of
like right here.
Yeah, like when you don't trust when you don't got trust in yourself, then what? You scared. Like certain instances, it's just like a confident thing, but I'm saying the opposite of trust is fear. Exactly. I read that in a book.
That's I couldn't agree more, bro. I couldn't agree more.
The energy bus.
So you spoke on having the goal of making $1 million a month.
Right.
Do you want to make that with Dream Trips, or do you have like other endeavors that you want to do, like, or is your goals really with the company that you're with right now?
Well, I know every millionaire has at least 7 different streams of income.
That's what
but
that's the key to success for real.
I can't. I'm not the type to jump into 7 different things at one time. I want to make sure I'm solid here. Yeah, I'm solid here, and I can branch off and do it. Like I'm heavy in the stock markets. I'm heavy into the stocks right now. You know, Win Woods is
how's the market treating you right now then?
I mean, you know, it's up and down right now. I ain't make no money, I ain't lost no money, but you know,
hey, that's a great answer. It's up and down. I'm you in stock market shit. How's it going?
Yeah, it's cool.
It's up and down.
It's a very nonchalant, easygoing answer.
I wouldn't want no
it's like an
stock market. I feel like we stopped you for saying what you was about to say.
Oh no, I was about to go into like different avenues. I want to look into coaching at Win Woods, maybe the track program, you know, but maybe later on down the line when I reach my goal, you know, when I reach what I want to do with my company now, and then I'll branch off into other things, you know, to solidify that income, you know, to get what it is, where it is I want to be in life. Ain't nothing gonna stop me. Like I said, my mama was cold at what she did, you know, as far as raising kids. Mm-hmm. So she put that, I got that never quit bone in my body. So even with my company now, I'm never quitting. You saw the tattoo, like I'm never going anywhere. Mm-hmm. I'm not putting this on hold for nothing because I know what it can do. You know, I know what it's done.
It's like addicting. Once you see what it can, you want to keep going.
Yeah, that check get addicted, man, and you can't be complacent. You can't be lazy doing this. This ain't for the weekend, man.
So I'm saying, like, how much work do you put into this, like, per week? Like, how many hours you feel like you put into this per week or per day? Like,
24.
It's just
20 a week. I mean, not bad. 24 hours a week ain't bad.
Nah, a day.
I'm just fucking
but it's like, I mean, it's how it all works out. You know how it all works out because I got you know people that I work with over in Asia. Mm-hmm. I got, you know, people in Thailand that I'm working with. So while I'm asleep, they working. You know, while they sleep, I'm working. So you know, my business is being ran in my sleep.
What's their names out in Asia?
Man, it's Jing Chong, Zhang Chong.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. I just wanted to know if you've been working on your Chinese.
A little bit. I've been working on my Spanish.
Is it Konnichiwa?
Konnichiwa? What's the song?
I knew you was going to say
What's the song?
Man.
What's the song?
If you don't stop tapping my knee and tell me exactly what you're talking about,
I don't know.
I'm asking you, what's the song?
I don't don't know what they talking
Get
about.
out of here.
I don't know what you're saying.
You did just speak on you having a girl. They want to sing.
Okay.
Yeah, we here. You feel me? You can't talk to people who don't have the same mindset. If they ain't got the same mindset.
I just said that.
You feel me? I live in Atlanta. So
you live in Atlanta.
You said, well, you got bras in Atlanta.
So like what I was saying.
When Nate Harris in about 60 days.
Have you got gray hair yet?
No, I haven't. I'm so Mark can tell you,
You're excited.
I cannot wait to meet this little girl.
Yeah.
Like it's been a dream of mine. Like, cause I feel like regardless, I'm gonna be the best daddy ever. Just because of my situation growing up, you know what I was in, and I got a nice example of how not to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I said, well, my dad not being he not being what I wanted. Or what I thought I needed. My stepdad did play a major role in raising me and teaching me the ropes. A little bit. So when I have my daughter, and this is gonna be the first grandbaby on both sides. It's the first niece.
Of all 7 of you guys?
All seven. Spoiled rotten, already spoiled. But I can't wait, man. I ain't been this excited.
Are you the oldest or the what?
It's one older than me. I got a brother older than me.
There's 7 of y'all?
7, yeah.
So
6 boys and a little girl.
We have like a lot of debates on this show about college.
Okay.
About, do you feel it's necessary, or is it kind of like a waste of time?
Oh,
Damn,
please.
what will you teach your
I don't want my opinion.
I want your opinion.
They made the word opinion for a reason, so
Okay.
yes. what's your opinion?
Because someone may agree with you.
My personal opinion, I have nothing wrong with school. It's just the stuff they teach you in school. Like, I was in college making more money than my professors was making. So I'm like, how y'all gonna teach me about how to make money? So what I'm doing is, because my scholarship was partial, so what I'm doing is I'm paying y'all, I'm going in debt trying to pay y'all to teach me how to get a job that I'm gonna have to pay y'all back for. Y'all being in school. So I don't believe in going to school just to pile up debt, to go get a job, to possibly find a job in your field and then have to pay Sallie Mae back for the rest of your life. Me, that's just, I dropped out of school. I'm not, if you in school, stay in school. Get your degree.
You can't do that. You can't tell them not to go and then tell them to stay.
do what you want to do. It's your opinion. It's your opinion. But me, I'm a college dropout, and before I'm 30, before I'm 27, I'll be a self-made millionaire with no college degree.
What do you think, Janine? What are your opinions on college?
On college, well, honestly, with how today's society is, it's a shame because to get a job, one of the main qualifications is that one piece of paper. And it sucks because you go into college and they expect you and they basically say you need a job to live. But what they don't understand is they're already putting us in debt the moment we walk out. So we're already 10 feet behind when we're trying to get ahead. Using all the stuff that they try to teach us, which is why they said, what major do you want to go in? And people feel like they're forced because some people are still trying to figure it out even during their college years. I'm 18 years old and I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. But that just shows your mental capacity. It shows your mentality of how mature you are to figure out what field you want to be in, that no matter the state of the economy, they're going to still have jobs. So that's how I chose mine, along with major help with my parents. But I feel like college is important because not only about the education aspect, but you start mingling with people with other backgrounds and what they know. You just kind of open up to different people's lifestyle as well. You learn.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
College is a good place to network for me.
What about you, Luke? What are your opinions on college?
College to me is just, I don't know. I feel like college to me is just a place it's another place where you find yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I done switched my major probably 3 times when I was in college. So it's like, and then I figured out what I really wanted to do when I got out of college. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like they got a list of things that you know what I'm saying, for you to do, or, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I don't know. Some people gotta find their way in, you know what I'm saying, different way. And me personally, I found my way in a whole different way than what I did when I was in school. But I could go back to school and probably focus on something now because I've been out of school for so long. Like,
right.
And now I can.
Time away.
Yeah, I had that time away, so now I can know. Like if I go back to school, like if I go back to school now, I'll probably go for marketing. Like I'll probably change my major again and go back for marketing.
Yo, but you know
because
what's
I know how to
so
sell
tough, though?
myself and sell like.
Do you feel like you can go back in that like school mentality though? Like you gotta go do homework, go back and do it. I don't think I can do that.
Man,
it's either
that's
I go
slow.
all the way through. I don't think I can.
I
go
mean,
back.
Bro, oh my God.
You know what I mean? It's just like.
What are you going to teach your daughter though? What are you going? I'm sorry, Luke. What are you going to teach your daughter? Like when she get to high school or on her way through high school, are you going to tell like you should go to college or like what are you going to?
But see, that's the reason why I want to finish. My bad. But you was like saying what I was about to go towards.
I
Like,
apologize.
No, my bad.
go ahead.
Let it speak.
It was like a slippery slope that just happened right there.
That's what you call it?
Add some bubbles. Add some bubbles to the slip slide.
Apple juice.
Listen. Now that's where I was getting to though. Like that's the reason why I want to go back. You feel me?
For what?
Like just you know what I'm saying, for my future, my kids. Like you know what I'm saying, in the future, just to say I did it
Set
and
the
I finished.
example,
Yeah,
yeah.
like you know what I'm saying. When you gonna start something, you gotta finish something. Like
I'm glad you said that because that's another reason why my goals are so important, especially with this company. Because with me dropping down, I gotta show my daughter like, if I can get to the top of this company and I can make this much, you have to be able to finish something. You gotta learn how to finish. So
It's kind of
it's
Okay.
hard to finish. Like people
The little
struggle with
player.
finish.
you gotta
It's hard to
learn.
finish.
Yeah, so with me, you know, dropping out of school, I'm going to finish, you know, my goals as far as getting to the top of this company. And as far as what I'm gonna teach my daughter, you know, her mama was a D1 college athlete. You know, I was a D2 college athlete. We both went on scholarship, so she's gonna be athletic. She's gonna have some type of athleticism to her, whatever she's gonna do. So 9 times out of 10, my daughter's going somewhere on a scholarship to play ball, run track, whatever it is. But that's not the end all be all. I mean, if you wanna do what you wanna do, Daddy gonna support you regardless. You know,
Yeah, you
right
might
over
wanna go
there?
back- Yeah, you might want to go back to school. Bro.
yeah, you know,
Teach her how to sit better.
Yeah, but
But
Motherfucking
she's,
hole in my leg.
I'm gonna teach her what it is I do. You know, I'm gonna teach her about, you know, different ways to advance your income. You know, advance your man. I'm gonna put her onto a whole bunch of different books. She already read. She ain't even here yet. She already read Rich Dad Poor Dad. She already read 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. You know, she already read a whole bunch of network marketing books. So
Oh, I don't know who did this. I'm sorry. I didn't
my
catch
daughter, she ain't even here yet.
it. Okay.
But I read to my wife's stomach. So
Oh, okay. That's
yeah, but
right.
network marketing
that
books.
just fucked my man's up.
Yeah.
He was like,
But my views on college is I feel the same as I feel like everybody up here. I'm not going to teach my child that you have to go to college. I mean, a lot of y'all spoke on like it was just a goal, so you want to accomplish it. I'm going to teach them like that the goal can be bigger than that. The goal could just be to be like we said, financially free, and that can just be a milestone on the way.
Exactly.
If that's something that you want to accomplish to get there, absolutely. But you don't have to do that to get to where you want to go. Just like Janine said, it's like it makes you start backwards. You know, you meet a lot of people there, but are those people worth that $90,000 in debt? Is it worth that 80 or that 35,
be
whatever?
surprised because some of my friends now, they're financial advisors making big money and they doing their own thing, and it's just they actually some of my strings right now as I can speak right now, and I thank them for it. And I would have known them if I never went to college.
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
for some it work. I don't want my child to find their self at college.
Yeah.
Just like Luke said, he found himself after when he was out of it. He took a break for it. I just want my child to find itself, and if you want to do a career that requires college, if you want to be a doctor, there's no way around it. You have to go.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Then go. But if you want to if you want to own a barbershop or something, or if you want to just own a restaurant, you don't have to go for it.
Yeah.
That's not a prerequisite for that.
But question. Let's say me and Ish are going for the same job, for instance, okay? Who do you think would be more qualified and would get the job?
Oh yeah, the person with the degree.
The person with the degree.
Oh, it depends. It depends on who he knows.
And it depends on.
It depends on who
work
he knows.
experience.
Yeah.
Work
And it's hard to get work experience right out of college.
You
Like, I
don't
just
have
finished.
none.
Unless you Donald Trump. But anyway.
That's your Trump, yeah.
Wah,
Like
wah.
we was about- But I mean, yeah, but that's if you guys have that goal of that job that you know that's going to be necessary for it. Like if you and Luda's like, all right, I want this job, then Luda knows he would probably have to go to college for it. Or if you want to own your own thing, then college isn't necessarily for you. That's just how I feel. Like I said, I would rather give my child a choice, because I feel when I first came out of high school, or even when I was in high school, college was never not an option. I never thought like, well, what if I don't go to college?
Right,
Because it was just
Yeah.
embedded in my brain.
Education is so
Same.
important. Growing up,
Yeah.
education. It's
Yeah.
until this day, I always tell you, keep expanding your knowledge. Like
Yeah.
it'll go a long way. Believe it
The
or not.
beauty about education is you don't have to go to school to get it.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Right. Hit us
Sometimes
with
it
one of those
limits
fun
you.
facts. Hit us with one of them fun facts. They need to get like, you know what I'm saying?
Janine got quotes for days.
She got them for days.
I just
Her
learned
too.
I love it. No, she
that I
got-
don't want to eat a polar bear's liver
Go ahead, tell them
'Cause you'll
about that,
die.
Kashir.
because I'll die.
Tell them about it. Tell them, hit them with a fun fact, please.
Yeah, he did.
Tell them about Arizona.
He did.
Oh, Arizona, the daylight savings time doesn't qualify. Arizona doesn't qualify for that, guys.
Yeah.
So they
I
do
just
that.
got back from Arizona actually. If you've never been,
Stunning.
Arizona is beautiful.
Don't eat a polar bear's liver.
Where did you go for your 7 honeymoons?
We went to Miami, or Orlando. That was right after. Where else did we go? We were in Arizona. We did. We had a special Disney tour thing. It was just amazing. And cruise somewhere. I don't remember where. Around some islands, but
around some islands.
But we've been on so many vacations. It's like that's the norm for us. Like my daughter's gonna know nothing but vacations. Like when she has a school project on the pyramids in Egypt. All right, cool. Let me book this flight real quick.
So don't
Then
you
we
feel
out.
like your vacation options are a little bit limited though? Because it depends on basically what they offer within that time frame.
I mean, well, it's not limited because I can go where I want to go.
Oh, okay,
and I can
okay.
I can make a trip out of it. But it's also amazing when they have something planned for you. Already have an itinerary when you get there. I ain't never thought I'd have somebody picking me up from the airport with my name on the sign. So the first time I got that, I'm like, oh yeah, I lucky made it now. Like, now we talking about something, and that's just the lifestyle. Like it's just the lifestyle I have. Like. Cause I couldn't get there by playing ball because I ain't that good, I'm good, but I ain't that good,
You could see me on the
But I'm able to get the same money Usain Bolt. Like I have a chance. I'm not saying I have the same money he has now, but I got a chance. That's all I needed. I didn't need get rich quick, which is not what this is at all. But
Do you feel
I
like
need
you
to get
hear
rich
that
possible.
Do you feel like you hear that a lot? Because I hear it a lot, and I'm not even involved with
Oh my
it. But every
God,
time
bro.
it's mentioned, I feel like it's certain phrases that you always hear with it. Get rich quick.
It's with people.
I just know
people.
Richard died trying.
That's a thug. But you
God.
said
Again, yeah, I know. Again, it's just ignorance, and not necessarily in a negative way, but people just not knowing what they don't know. Like if somebody was to tell me what a scam was, they couldn't. What they would be referring to is a Ponzi scheme, which is an exchange of money with no product or service. I got a whole bunch of trips behind what I got going on, so can't nobody tell me what I got done work.
What's the next trip you about to take?
I'm going to Miami. I actually got floor seats, or I got floor seats to watch the Heat play against the Trailblazers. Shout out to my bro James Dubes. I don't know if he watch it right now, but my connects are crazy. I'm going down to Miami for maybe 2 or 3 days, and I'm gonna probably be sidelined for a little bit till my daughter gets here. And then she already got her first vacation, but we're going to Costa Rica in December.
Damn,
Wait, when is she supposed to post about 60 days? Is that all right to do? Do you think that's safe? Is that safe?
She's gonna be here in April, December.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't know, man. You might want to wait a little
We got a
bit.
little time, man. She
Yeah,
gonna,
Let that play out. I don't even know what she's allergic to yet. She could be allergic to Costa Rica sand or something.
Type shit.
Costa
might wanna
Rica,
wait.
man. But I don't know. I just wanted to have what I didn't have,
Right.
And
Of course, always.
she's gonna be super spoiled. I'm trying to fight it now, but it's.
I mean, you know what they say, that the kids, you really setting the standard, because technically speaking, the kids are always supposed to do better than the parents.
And if she does better than me, then wow, that's probably gonna be amazing.
Do you expect it?
Oh yeah. I mean, just because of how she's gonna be brought up, she's gonna have a whole lot of things, a whole lot of knowledge that I didn't have. Like I said, my parents did the absolute best job that they could do with us, which was amazing. I mean, they're gonna be well taken care of. By the time I'm 30, I got a goal to write my mom and my stepdad a check for $10,000 every month. I got goals like that. They take care of me for 21 years, until I was able to get on my feet with this idea. So I'm gonna take care of them for the rest of their life, when the time comes. So
What's probably the biggest lesson that you learned in the world that you wish that you had got from your parents? Something that you had to fall on. You was like, damn, I wish I would have knew that before.
I wish I would have learned finances better, because they always taught me to have my own money, but I never knew why. I never how come I can't just work? Like I could wish they're gonna pay me this good money right here. Cutting grass is hot outside. Like shoveling snow is cold. Why I gotta do this by myself? I never really learned why it was important, to control my own money so I can control my life. Cause I didn't want nobody giving me a 30-minute lunch break. What if I want to eat lunch at 12? I gotta ask you to go to the bathroom. Like, I'm a grown man.
What job is that?
So just like I'm just saying
I
like
was gonna
just like
say,
just
I
like
work
just
there.
He used
I'm
to be a prison guard and shit. So.
yeah.
Oh,
I'll show you fucked
makes
up.
sense.
So so I just wanted to have my name. I just wanted to control my own money because you know you can do so much more when you can't get fired. Like nobody can fire me. I can't.
What about you, Nina? What was something that you wish you would have learned at home?
I
that you learned in
mean,
the
not
world?
necessarily at home. I just feel like us as a generation, I feel like we're not financially knowledgeable. And I think that's the problem with us. I feel like us as a generation, we believe we want it so quick and fast and so easy. While our parents, which didn't have the technology that we have, they didn't have any of the advances that we have now, they actually had to work their butt off.
Right.
And I just feel like being financially, you know, smart, I guess, I don't know, along those lines. Yeah, all that jazz.
Ooh.
I feel like it's very important, and I'm pretty sure if we have like a whole group of people in a room and we talk about stock markets, for example, I'm pretty sure a handful of people would probably know and actually tell you about it. Like nobody's really into
Get
that.
that.
What about you, Luke? What's something that you learned that you wish you would have learned at home?
Everybody want to learn about money more, you know what I'm saying? Just managing better, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially with time and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Manage with time, working a schedule, getting a schedule together. That's what that's what I feel like people mess up and waste a lot of their time because they don't have a schedule. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I wish I'd have just learned that, got a more of an understanding of that, because it helped me with my time. It helped me do things, you know what I'm saying, more consistently, be more persistent with things that I do.
I wish, for me, I wish I would have learned, like, that there were other options. Because it's like I spoke on college, like, I never knew that there was another option. It was always thought, well, that's what you're going to do. You're just going to go to high school and go straight to college. Like, I just wish I would have been introduced to other options. Like, all of my life, it was like, the first half of my life, I feel like, was just sports. It was strictly sports. Football, basketball, track, tennis, everything. And then once I got to high school, it was college. Find something to do now. Yeah. And it was just like, well, I haven't done anything else besides sports. And now I'm a 5'8" basketball player. That's not...
That does suck.
Like, that doesn't work. You know what I mean? It's like, you feel me? Like, that doesn't make sense.
It really does.
Yeah. That's like, you know what I mean? Well, I don't want to go there. That would have been bad. But anyway, that was a horrible metaphor. But anyway, like, it just doesn't work. Like, it just doesn't work. The fact that there was no other options given, like, well, you know, like, you can stop playing sports right now. You can think about other things that you want to do instead of just making me play sports my whole life and then, shit, find what you want to do, my dude, because this ain't gonna work for too much longer.
And
what?
I guess
you feel me?
I will say in contrary, I feel like being an athlete, you've actually learned a lot of things that are like life lessons in a way.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
I feel like in college, being a college athlete, I felt like that was my job. I was getting paid for my education by being a softball player.
Exactly. Like, I feel like that was paying for your education, but for me, I wasn't learning what I wanted to learn for my education because I didn't really know what I wanted to do because all I knew was how to do this job. Yeah. All I know is how to do this job, and you're paying me in a monetary value that I don't even, that's not doing anything for me. It's like working an American job and they paying you with French dollars. I can't do anything with that. You know what I mean? Because I don't know.
Speaking my language, man. I'm
shit.
Bro, I'm just a believer in like there's no money limit on an hour of my life. So you mean to tell me if I make $25 an hour, like an hour of my life is worth $25? Like, come on, G. Like, I don't even fill my gas tank up, bro. Like, it's like just thinking like that. Like, I feel like you should get paid more than your work. I mean, you should get paid what you're worth, and I don't believe you can do that by exchanging time for money. That's just me. That's just how I think. You know, I just
some shit, though.
think a little different than the usual. I mean, and at your job when it's time to. No, I mean, I'm not trying to play nobody. You know,
shit on a $25 hour.
How you get your money is how you get your money. As long as you get money. However you get it is how you get it, but it's just
like if you,
it's easier ways like to get more.
Pawn shop, do your thing. You feel me? If you sell cars, like do your thing.
Hey, if you gotta do internet scam.
I just said I had a friend that used to steal cars.
What? Tell me, we gonna talk about this afterwards. I got to wear my vehicle at all times. You feel me? Beep, beep.
My doors.
Give my car keys. Give my car keys. I got a lock.
But yeah, I mean, it's just you shouldn't put a limit. You shouldn't put a limit on your success, whether that's financially, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Don't put a limit on anything.
How do you feel people determine their worth? Like, what are steps to determine your worth? I feel like that's the problem with a lot of people is, like you said, people will go and be like, hey, you know, this $10 job an hour or whatever, $10 an hour job, that could work for me. I could pay my bills off of that. What are steps to finding your worth? Like, nah, I think I'm worth 15.
I mean, confidence. Like, confidence maybe, you know, 400 plus. I want to say maybe 432. You know, to today, but there's people that do what I do that signs up hundreds and thousands. You know, so it's just I gotta do more on my end. I gotta do more on my behalf. I will say, when my wife told me she was pregnant, my hunger went from like 100 to 1,000. Like, cause now I got a daughter. It's not just me and my wife no more. We was doing good and it was just us, but now we about to have a baby. So
yeah, no more dinks. You guys are no longer considered dinks.
What the hell is that?
I'm just looking at it.
DINK stands for double income, no kids.
Yeah.
And now they don't. Now they guys have kids.
So what's the acronym for what they are now? Parents.
Yeah, when I say don't have one.
So how can people get in touch with? I'm sorry, what were you about to say?
Well,
no more dinks for you, bro.
well, yeah.
Don't say that no more, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you.
That's what it's called. Look it up. Google it.
It just ain't come out right.
Yeah.
Pause.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna pause
pause
that.
that.
Well, I'm
Make
blessed
it
to say-
pause.
Come on,
My bad.
cuz. What you want?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I'm blessed to
Don't
say
try to put that.
my wife, she'll be 22 and she'll be retired. I will retire my wife at 22 years old. She's gonna be a stay-at-home mom, you know, a stay-at-home wife, you know, be a stay-at-home dad. And we're gonna raise our daughter.
Hey, that's
how
a
we
good
want to.
game, Dasha. I like how you said that's a good game, you know, for somebody that's trying to put you like, you know, baby, like, I'm gonna retire you.
Yeah. I'm not gonna wait till I'm 60 to do it. I'm not gonna wait.
Would you
till
go
I'm
for that?
60
You
to
just
do
be
it.
like, you know, I'm gonna retire you in 2
You know
years.
what?
7 honeymoons, baby. Just fall back and sip this. Hennessy.
Listen, I was taught, it sounds awesome, but
Yeah,
the way
it is.
I was taught, I like getting my own money because we don't even know what the circumstances may bring. Nothing negative on yours.
Yeah. No,
But
I
my
agree.
mom always taught me to make my own money, with or without my man. So,
I
leave it
agree.
at that.
So can't nobody retire you.
No.
Can't nobody put your jersey in the rack.
I feel like I have to do something to make my money at one point. I just have to. I can't just sit there and let him make all the money.
What if he be
Because
like,
that gives him more of a reason, if anything, to say, I'm the one making all of this. This is mine. This is mine. I'm just saying. I'm always worst case scenario. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, don't think like that though.
No,
Don't think worst
unfortunate.
case scenario.
Well,
What
You
did
there's
can
the
prepare
best
for
case.
it,
What did
but
Dasha say?
And there's the worst.
Listen to how you talk to yourself, because you're
careful.
No, I'm
always
listening.
listening.
I'm
Be
listening.
careful, because you're
Like,
listening
don't
to
say
you,
stuff
man.
like
You're listening
that.
to Janine.
Well, tell the movie
Sip your
people.
apple
Because you
juice
see
on
this in
her.
movies and shows, okay? But yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, being put in that situation, I'd be like, damn, is that real? Sure, why not?
I'm pretty sure if you spent a month at home with unlimited income and doing whatever it is you can do, whatever you
But is
want
it
to
really
do.
my income?
Talk to her.
I mean,
That's how I'm
we
feeling.
Talk to her, Dasha.
I would feel bad after a while because I feel like he's out here doing. I would personally feel bad and feel like I need to do something.
well, I mean, what I do is not. It's not.
Sell
really-
waist trainers. Like, do that.
It's not really
Sell
too
waist
time
trainers?
consuming.
Sell
But I
waist
mean,
trainers on IG. You feel me?
we do it
I got
together through
everything
here.
else.
I will say this though. I will say this, and this is definitely. I put this on Instagram the other day. My wife, out of everybody I signed up, my wife is the realest person on my team.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's my homie. Like I get emotional even thinking about how she held me down. Like before we got to where we at now. Before we was this Dansha and Kiera. That was you feel me? Like that was it. She held me down in the best of times and the worst of times. She been there for me regardless. So I owe it to her to give her a lifestyle that she can only dream of, that she couldn't even dream of. You know, and thanks to what I'm doing now, you know, that's definitely a gateway to take care of my best friend, you know, to take care of my woman, the mother of my child. She gave me a kid, you know, so it's like you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this.
That's
for
a
us.
different
Yeah.
type of fist down.
Yeah, so it's not even
bad.
necessarily her having to make her own money. It's just, you know, me being the man and I don't know if y'all
He got something else going on.
yeah, I don't know if y'all believers or whatnot, but you know, I want to live like how Adam and Eve was living before they, you know, ate the
Oh, you
fruit.
would do this.
I mean, I
You
should've
want
seen
that. You
So
want that.
they was living like kings and queens. They was kings and queens. So I feel like me and my wife.
On the
Hold on, who you say
Yeah,
that?
my wife.
Adam and Eve?
Yeah.
He said Adam and who? Who are they?
How dare thou?
Punch the
Man, but anyway, so how you get in contact with me?
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, how do you get in contact with the nudist, Don Shay? Yeah, you
With
should
the
change that to your
nudist,
Snapchat.
Don Shay,
You should
yeah.
change that to your
Don Shay,
Snapchat.
the nudist.
Mom.
The nudist.
The
I'm
nudist.
sorry, Mom. They ain't tell me.
Yeah, and then
But,
just
put Shay.
never mind. I'm going too far.
Shay Nudist.
But on Twitter it's team_Shay, the Hope Deal. On Instagram it's the Hope Deal, THEHOPEDEAL. Facebook Don Shay Montez Harris. Yeah, get in touch with me. We'll be doing it. It's not for everybody, you know. This I respect everybody's grind to understand that this might not be for, you know, the next person, but it definitely gave me a lot more out of life, and it was personal development at the most, you know. I learned so much. Like you said, you found yourself outside of school. I learned so much about who Don Shay is, you know, when I was going through this company, because I was like, my first year I made like $600, bro, for a year, so I'm still slaving at UPS, going ham, you know, and I just didn't want to be away from my girl that much, so I said, let's kick it into another gear. Let's see what I can do with this, because like I said, I'm champion bred, I feel like. So champions don't settle for mediocrity. So I'm like, let me just go a little harder, you know, fast forward to today, you know, I'm a little, life is different. Life is a lot better than it was last year.
Living better now.
That, yeah, feeling good,
Gucci
living
sweaters
better.
now.
I mean,
I hate you.
but, nah, I was
It's
just.
made on Nike commercial though.
I was just blessed. I was just blessed, man, to run into this when I did. Everybody got different blessings. Just
I'm
happened to be
breathing
mine.
right over there. You alright, we got?
I'm good, bro.
We cousins. We
Y'all,
got the
yeah,
same,
yeah.
We
Y'all
got the
cousins.
same first cousin.
We got this. Hey, that's your first cousin?
That's
too?
my first
I be
cousin,
forgetting
yeah.
all the
We had a
time.
family reunion.
That's
Cousin.
my first cousin.
So y'all
Probably
related
watching
for
this
real,
right
for
now.
real.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
related for real.
Yeah.
Different
Low key,
shades,
high key.
flavors.
Yeah.
Do y'all claim each other? Like when you say like, oh, Tyloo, do you like? Yeah, that's
We
my
should
cousin.
start now.
We should start.
Yeah, we should start.
You're
Yeah.
definitely my cousin.
That's my
It's
cousin.
official.
That's my cousin.
That's my
y'all.
cousin, y'all.
Yeah, don't
Fun.
mess with cousin.
Brand.
That's deep.
Cause it's
That's
going
deep.
down. But yeah,
That's
follow my Instagram. I think I maxed out on Facebook.
Ooh, shit on real quick.
Nah, man,
Nah,
I'm humble, bro. I'm
No,
little
Shay,
guy.
you gotta get off that. You gotta get
Little
off
guy,
that.
man.
All right, people looking
Hey,
like Tom Brady
please.
out here. You feel
Tom
me?
Brady,
Get
man.
real
He won me
popular.
some money. Shout out to Tom Brady. He won me a couple dollars with that amazing comeback.
I owe somebody some money, man.
Yeah, no, you about to say, since this is your cousin, you should know about your cousin. My man never pays bets.
Bro,
come
My
on,
man
bro.
don't pay bets. My man don't pay bets.
Why you make him in?
Okay, hold on, bro. He talking about some shit that happened at the job.
Ooh.
Somebody, listen, I asked somebody to pick up a shift. It's
Oh.
for the video. Listen, it's for the video.
Tell the full story.
I'm gonna tell the full story. I was shooting the Guapanese video. I had a set time date. I needed to get up.
Okay.
I'm a week or maybe even 2 weeks in advance. I'm asking everybody to pick up the shift. This one girl was iffy about it, so I'm gonna give you $40 if you take the shift.
You finesse.
Yeah.
Okay, but peep game though. The same week she asked me to pick up for her. And
So
I
is it
did.
even
And
out?
I'm-
Question.
That's what I'm
All
saying.
balance sheet people
But
in the balance.
nah, but
Did she promise you any money for
It
you
doesn't
picking up?
matter.
Can you
It's
say-
It doesn't matter.
Out of
Okay,
consideration.
Lil Rock.
Out of consideration, she's not trying to drop the price of nothing, bro. She
That-
tri-
but
See, that's a
that wasn't the
miscommunication.
agreement though.
That's what
You
I'm
guys
saying.
both have two
That was
different
not part of
mentality on it though.
That was not part of
That
the
wasn't an
contract.
agreement.
Look, did
Teach
he
your
go
cousin
casino with no
something.
net?
Teach your
What
cousin
was the
something.
agreement? What was the agreement?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Don't bet your cousin, man. I want you to know who you
I got the
related to.
$20 for my nigga that I owe $20 to for this fucking game.
What about
You
the
wanna give him a
girl?
shout out? Should we give him a shout out? Oh, you can use my mic.
Who? The person I owe money to?
Yes.
Man, I owe money to fucking Butter Bands.
Terrible name.
Fucking butter ass on the live talking shit, and I end up hopping on that
Oh,
bitch.
man.
And I said,
Butter
shit, let's bet right now.
That's probably
He
why
talking about, so what you wanna do, a dub? I said, let's go.
Now you,
So it's like,
that.
they scoring back of the end zone.
Brady.
now you 60 in the hole.
Nah, fuck that. I'm not giving her money, bro. I don't care if she
That's what
watches.
I'm
I just work. I said, bro, you probably made that funky ass $40 when I gave you my shift.
They just
That wasn't an agreement though, cuz you told her, I'm
bro.
giving you
He
40.
here with me, bro. I'm the only one I got.
Janine, Do you agree with Lou? Yes or no?
Okay.
No, matter of fact, do you think he should pay her the money? Yes or no?
I feel like it should be a gesture, but I feel like you're supposed to give her that opportunity to say, no, it's good, you worked for me. You know what I mean?
But she's not going. Like,
For
she's
example,
like,
E, how much do you want for this pizza? Oh, no, don't worry. I got it. It's good. Okay, but the kind gestures that I offered.